Here's an interesting fact for you. I am terrible at swimming. I got my 10 meters when I was younger and didn't go any further than that. So today is a bit of a nightmare as we're going to be building entirely underwater. We're going to be revisiting our deep end days and swimming around the oceans of Minecraft. Except this time alone and without the zoo. Whew. And I wondered once, what would jungle villages look like? So I built one. And now I've wondered, what would underwater villages look like? So I'm gonna build one. Let's see if we can make a village underwater that looks like it belongs in the 1.14 update. So I found a lovely bit of ocean here which we can build our village in. If we head underwater, you can see there's plenty of space even if it is a bit dark. So the main blocks I'm gonna use are the prismarine blocks because these are already found underwater. And I'm gonna combine it with a few of the blocks that were added in 1.13 and see if we can build something quite funky. So the first building we're gonna build is the standard little house that you always get in every village and you always get multiple of them. We're just going to build one of each building. And we're going to try and keep it a similar style to how Minecraft villages look nowadays. The main problem we're going to have is the fact we're going to have to fill in all the blocks to make sure there's no water in the buildings themselves. So this is not the normal type of roof I would normally build. However, it is what you see on most of the other villages. And I'm going to use mossy stone bricks as a floor because normal stone might go a bit mossy from being underwater for so long. And we want these villages to look like they've been here a while. Now we have to fill in everything with dirt. To get rid of all the water, we could use a sponge, but it doesn't really work super well. Actually, it works perfectly. What am I on about? Oh, it's so much nicer when you add the torches in and everything gets a lot brighter. Lovely. So I'm going to put some very basic decoration in the house like you'd find in a village. I might add a little bit of a windowsill here to spruce it up a little. And you need oxygen in these places, so we'll have a couple of flower pots around with some small trees to provide some oxygen. And we're attaching sea lanterns to the outside of the house so you can see that it's a friendly village rather than a sea temple. So your standard house is looking very nice. One thing I'm going to place all around the village are little breathing points like this. And you're all saying, Joel, why don't you use a conduit block? Because that would be too easy. We don't want to be giving people ease of access when breathing. We want them to struggle a little bit when finding this village. Next up, we're going to build a little farm. We'll build this one on the floor, as the great thing about being in the ocean is that you can just swim around the village rather than having to follow the path. So it can be all different levels, which is lovely. So this building is going to be square, but a quarter of it is going to be where the animals will live. And yes, we're going to have animals. We're not going to be farming squids here. Now, I've actually changed my mind. I'm not going to have an L shape for the building. Instead, I've had an idea. So we'll have like a cow or two in here, and they will stay out there. But there's another section over here, and you're probably wondering what this is for. We're not going to drain the water from here, as this can be a fish farm. If I get a salmon egg and I just spawn in a load of salmon in here, it'd be cool if you came across this place and you could just walk in here, kill a few salmon. There's your food. You got your animals that need air here, and then you got your salmon on the right. Pretty cool. Just got to be careful the salmon don't swim out your door. Could even decorate it a little bit, you know, with some coral. They're not free range, but they'll live a good life. And then just decorate this very easily. Nothing too insane. Put some purple coral outside the door of this one. And there you go. That's a pretty cool farm. As well as the breathing sections, we'll add some sort of lights around, which we can make with just some sea lanterns and some prismarine walls like so. And next up, I want to make a temple, and I've got a bit of an idea. So I'm going to use regular stone bricks here because it's a temple and they have a lot of money, so they can keep it clean. The most proud part of the village. So I'm trying to make this temple look kind of like something you would find under the ocean. A lot different to the temples you get in Minecraft 1.14 as it is. They kind of look like churches, whereas this looks more like a sort of Roman temple in a way. So this is what I built, an underwater temple, kind of aiming to make it look like a Roman temple, but obviously is not in as much detail as we're trying to build it to look like something that will generate in. Inside, it's very simple. We've got some stairs and we've got a chest at the back, but nothing too crazy. Next up, we're going to build a farm, and the great thing about the farm is that you don't need to add a water supply as we're surrounded by it. So there's more space for farmland, which is lovely. Unfortunately though, seeds don't grow underwater, so we're going to have an underwater greenhouse. But if we leave the bottom open, like so, then the water will get to the plants, which is lovely. I'm going to make some little tunnels on either sides as entrances into the greenhouse. And I hope there's a way for me not to have to add a door so you can just sort of swim in here. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Yeah, the water's just going to flow in. Maybe some fence gates would help. Aha! If we put some fence gates here, people can just swim up to it, get to here, land on their feet, and in they go. I'm not sure why, but I can't place some seeds in some of these places for some reason. It just won't let me. Oh well, I don't know why that's not working. But there you go, a little underwater farm. Next up, we're going to add a library, because even underwater, you still need to be able to read. And this is going to be the first building that we're going to do as a multi-story building. And it's got 2 stories, and it's also got 2 doors for each level, because you can swim in to either, which is a thing you could only get underwater, really. So a very weird looking building. So there's one entrance down here, and then the other one is up there. And inside on the bottom layer, we have a chest which will have some secret goodies in it. And then just a load of bookshelves because it's a library. And upstairs, we have the lectern plus a load more bookshelves as well. And we're going to build one more building over here, and that is the blacksmith, which everyone will always go to first, obviously. So I'm going to try and build an outside area for this place using a similar technique to how I built the farm. And then I'm building this L-shaped building as well. What the heck? A zombie has spawned in my farm. I didn't know that was possible. Maybe I should place some torches in here. I thought the sea lantern would be enough. Ah, that's why I couldn't plant seeds, because there wasn't enough light. So now that's fixed. Lovely. Nice. We've got a little outside section here. It's got glass around it, of course. Just finishing off decorating the outside of this building. So you enter through here, and then we can put some of the new stuff that you find in blacksmiths in here, such as this grindstone. I'm not sure if you find anvils, but I'll put one out here anyway. Some lava blocks here, plus some furnaces. The chest, which everyone loves. And a smithing table, which I'm not sure has a use yet. Very basic inside, like the rest of the buildings, but it is a Minecraft village after all. So I'm going to build one final area, and I've got a pretty cool idea for it. It's not something you'd normally find in a village, but obviously with the introduction of water villages, if they ever did this, you'd want something a bit different in here. So in my mind, if this was ever added to the game, the villagers who lived here would be sort of underwater creatures who could breathe in water and can also breathe air. So they'd be swimming around the village and stuff. You'd have some guards and stuff fighting off all the underwater creatures that would come and attack. But it would be really cool if there was sort of an area that the villagers could be hanging out in where they're not in any building and they're just wandering around. So I'm going to call this a new creation of mine, and it is the Trade Dome. It's like a trade hall. Apart from the fact it's kind of not a dome, it's more of like just a sphere with a flat top. The trading cylinder, maybe we should say. So all the villagers from the village under the sea will come here and you can trade with them. 5 minutes, they'll all just appear here, stay here for 2 minutes, and then they disappear again. I think that'd be a pretty cool mechanic. And the basis of this place is that it's nice and friendly, welcoming, so you want to stay here for a little bit while you wait for all the villagers to appear. There's crafting tables and furnaces for using if you're just traveling in. Maybe even a jukebox with a music disc that you can just play if you're getting lonely. Maybe there's even a fishing section so you can fish while you wait for the villagers to appear so you're not wasting your time. And the way in is you come up underneath and out into here, and it's just a lovely little trading post to finish off the final part of the village. So say you're rowing your boat along and you come across this underwater. Doesn't that look inviting? You can go in, explore all the different areas of the village, maybe get some crops, check out what the blacksmith has in the chest, or just wait for some trading. I personally think 1.14 underwater villages would be so cool. We had the underwater update in 1.13, and then we had the village update in 1.14. Let's combine them in 1.15 and make the underwater village. Please, Mojang. They're probably never going to do it, and if they did, they'd do a better job than me. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. What would you change about the village? Would you add something in here that I've not added? And what is your favourite building? Mine is the trading post, because I guess I made it. Thank you so much for watching though, guys. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you did enjoy this video. And if you've got any other suggestions for videos like this, make sure to leave them in the comments below also. I'll see you again for another video, another time. Goodbye.